Hello, Bl'Artagnan here, bringing you Wyrm of Chaos, the Act 3, Chapter 3, Part 1 Lufenia. That took an embarrassing number of takes to get right. Anyway, I'm bringing you a TCC Extreme Challenge with a Final Fantasy V themed team, so I'm very excited about that. Won't be using a burst, won't be using synergy, will be using Faris, which I'm very excited about. Before we really get into it, and I know this is a bit of a shilly thing to do, please hit that like button if you enjoy this, and consider hitting the subscribe button if you want to see more of it. I know that's kind of a meme on YouTube, but it does actually help me out quite a bit, both in terms of exposure and in terms of, honestly, motivation. So if you enjoy this, show some love. So, on to the fight. Having played through it, it's not a super mechanically intense fight, it's not very punishing, which is really nice, because we've seen a lot of those lately. It's almost weirdly not punishing given what we've been dealing with. But the orb is just break them. That's easy. The only mechanic they really have in this phase of the fight is at 80% they throw up one of those you gotta break me shields, which we really need a better name for. I've just been calling it that bullshit, the Kieran Bear thing, what have you. Mole Bear thing. But, yeah, in the second part of the fight, they just need to be, they have that recast where you need to silence, paralyze them so that they don't do it. Otherwise, things like that. It's honestly not that bad. Okay, they have the magic counter thing in Phase 2, which is annoying if you're trying to bring certain magic characters. As we've seen with the Kaiser Behemoth raid, that isn't insurmountable. Although I am not thrilled by the magic counter thing's kind of annoying. I guess they're trying to figure out ways to get around the fact that the new, I said new, it's not new anymore, Imperil is kind of invalidates a lot of weapon resistance. So you'll see here, I timed it so that Galuf's counter pushes him below 80%. That's why I attacked the mannequin there, was to make the counter be the one to push him back, because I felt like styling on him. It was all carefully strategized so that Bartz would go right now with his LD to break him. Outplayed and outsmarted. That's the thing to say to this computer-controlled dragon thingy. Granted, I don't know if it counts as outsmarting if you bring Galuf at this point. He is really just something else with the dodging and the countering, the battery. He's just a wonderful, wonderful tank. I'm loving him. Got a nice launch there. He basically... Well, this actually is a little bit scary because I'm pretty sure we have back-to-back AoE HP attacks looking us in the face right now. It's a little scary. Not so scary that I'm not going to recklessly endanger myself by letting myself get broken by it. That'd be a very different kind of situation. Definitely scary enough, not so scary I'd do that. Outplayed and outsmarted, as I said. But, it's okay. We're all batteried up here. This will be fine. Ow. Oh yeah, I also let Galuf's LD buff fall off. This is going great. It's okay. Faris is here to make it all better. I do really like her EX and hope she gets something good for level 90. Increased duration of the buff or lower cooldown or something cool, because it's such a cool looking animation, and as a Final Fantasy V fan, I like the lore behind it. Now we got Galuf's buff back on him. Magic attack, so he takes it in the face. So yeah, I mean, these guys have some magic. This isn't a complete shutdown fight like some Galuf fights are able to be, because they have some magic attacks and a decent amount of AoE, but he still does a decent job. That's something I didn't know that the Eldritch Mannequin had an AoE Brave attack, so that was interesting. I was expecting an HP attack there. Well, there's the HP attack, whatever. So Faris is very slow. This is extremely, even slower than Bartz. And this is kind of a good thing in some ways, because it means you don't often have to see how bad her kit is, because you don't get many chances to use her skills. But it does have the downside of if you're relying on HP regen to keep yourself topped off in a fight, it can leave you in a position where you're like, oh, this AoE HP attack is going to deal some damage. I should watch out for that. Unfortunately, I don't move fast enough to be able to really heal up too many times. Luckily, in the case of this AoE HP attack, Galuf has his battery ready from the counter, so we just kind of... Oh, it missed Faris anyway. Okay, well that was all a carefully crafted strategy. Carefully crafted. What did I say? Outplayed and outsmarted. That's what happened here. Yeah, we're just using those potent Faris debuffs. The battery from Soldier is honestly kind of embarrassing because it often tinks against the mannequin shield and doesn't even do anything for us, but the fact that the party's basically been at full battery the entire fight is pretty great, even though we're already kind of working our way through the boss. I'm trying to knock the mannequin down while also knocking down the the mannequin, while also knocking, the Bahamut's health down so that I don't have to, mostly to take advantage of Bartz's splash damage, since that's where a lot of his kind of bonus damage comes from. Bartz, he continues to really pull his weight for me. He's a great aura support, we knew that, but he actually has surprisingly decent damage on his kit thanks to all his self battery, got the decent hits, and the splash damage is quite nice. So having a support who deals good damage, combined with decent auras, combined with the utility of like some of the best instant break gravity shaving in the game is like, I was gonna say it feels good when your favorites get the love they deserve, but I'm sorry about that. I was doing some music mixing to get the track to last long enough, and I don't know what that was. Must have hit something. Well, in any case, what we have here is the second phase of the boss fight. You'll see here we have Edward LD. We're going to try to use that to stall out the boss, because if you stall it for 2 turns, then it doesn't get you. I am actually going to misplay here. So I calculate and I see, okay, he has 2 turns remaining on the sleep. So we're going to go ahead and be safe. We're going to use the HP attack. I'm going to somewhat aggressively use the double hand. Which probably was a mistake, but I was like, alright, let's go to splash, and then we'll use Galuf's single target EX to finish the deed. We'll just go ahead and hit just the one target and wake him from the fuck. Carefully crafted strategy. In any case, this is not when I meant to go into summon, as you might have guessed. We'll take it. We'll take the paralysis, we'll take the bonus damage, the free turns, we'll make use of it, but this is not the situation in which I intended to go into this this summon. Kind of embarrassing water wheel there to make sure that her buff stays up. Probably could have used her skill 2 there. Honestly, could have LD'd there. So we have the paralysis. The goal here is to try to get that mannequin fairly low, because I don't really want to have to contend with 2 simultaneous AoE HP attacks. Also, because you can see who my friend unit is and what I plan on doing with that. So we're going to go ahead and drop that Faris LD. Once again, it basically is just a glorified hit in this case because they made the enemies immune to our debuffs again. I actually gave myself a bit of a panic attack because I forgot they had given us 8 debuffs, which I'm very happy with as well, because I'd forgotten about Edward's debuff start on his EX debuff, and I was like, oh no, I don't have enough slots for the HP silence on Arciella, I'm dead. And so there's going to be a bit of a time where first, I finally remembered to press the LD on Fujin. I should have done that way sooner. I thought that Faris was going to get more turns in the fight than this, because I guess I'm an idiot. So yeah, we could have been rocking that weakness damage way sooner. On Galuf specifically, but that's where a lot of our damage has been coming from, so it would have been nice. You see the damage he put out there. That would have been primo stuff to have sooner. Really just we're killing it, guys. We're killing it. So, doing some calculations. This is the part where I'm like, oh, did I screw myself? And no. We're fine. We're just going to go ahead and sight unseen, and there we go. Look at all those debuffs. 8 debuffs, just sitting on them. Now, it's a good thing I wasn't an idiot and pressed capacity break beforehand, because I thought to myself, I think I get more HP damage at RCL if I do this. That would have been outplaying and outsmarting myself. So we're getting pretty darn close here. Just kind of dealing that splash damage, just punching them. At some point I'm going to have to bring in you-know-who. When will it be? It's a mystery. The suspense must be killing you. Trying to focus... We're trying to focus Bahamut now, because this guy's almost dead due to splash and counters, so I'm not as worried about Eldnarsh now, although the fact that he's queued up an all-attack is a bit worrisome. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that Tifa now, because before that guy goes, I want him dead. Or not before he goes, but before he has a chance to use his recast on us, I want him dead. So that one's gone. We have a few turns before it's back, and we're out of paralyze effects now, thanks to my brilliant Edward play. Oh, I also want to shout out to Drusane, frequent TCC co-host, or guest host, I should say, and fellow X-Death enthusiast. Thank you for the Tifa, Drusane. You can find him on the TCC Discord. I'll try to link that in the description. Granted, most of you, I imagine, are already there, but it's all good. Now just look at this. Look at this damage. Look at those numbers. My goodness. It's pretty disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not. It's not my Tifa. It's fine. Get some free damage from Arciela. Look at that free 19,000 damage. We earned that. So we can go ahead and use our last LD here. We're getting real close. I'm pretty confident we can finish the fight before needing to press the burst button. I'm willing to do it if I have to, because I'm finishing this fight with Faris, gosh darn it. But pretty sure we have what it takes with one last Tifa LD in the bag and some Bartz battery about to come our way. So, thinking about that, I end up using Missile instead of the EX, because I think Missile batteries for more. Either way, it's a double dump, so for single target, it's more damage. So let's see what this is about to do. Oh, that Galuf battery, God bless. Oh, this should be good. This should be good. Prevent action. Okay, so we have 3 actions to kill this guy. And Drusane, you monster. I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. Oh man, Jesus, that was dumb. Well, here we go. The TCC Extreme Challenge complete with the Final Fantasy V team. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We've been over this. Do it for me, guys. And thanks for watching the video. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully with fewer misplays. Adios.